Alright, well the Breakthrough expansion is coming out in a couple of days. We've gotten a sneak preview with the pre-sale packs and being able to open some packs. And a brand new mechanic added to the game is called Research. This is super cool, lets you do some really neat things. There's lots of flexibility to it, depending on how much you want to pay. So let's just take a deep dive right now on how Research works. Alright, so the Breakthrough expansion comes with these research cards in it. So Germany, Britain, and USA each have a research chain in them, whereas Soviets have spy ring. So what spy ring does is it lets you add any one of these other research cards to your hand. Now I've tested this one out and to see if it would actually give you any of the higher level of research. So far I didn't get any of those. I'm just assuming right now that this will only give you one of the 3K ones and it won't give you the 6 or the 9K ones. So that makes sense, because for a 2K limited you wouldn't want to be able to go too easily into the higher levels. So those are the research cards that are available in Breakthrough. I've unlocked the USA military research, so we are going to deep dive on that one and see how it looks, and then watch a game with it played and see how easy it is to drop nuclear weapons on your opponent in this game. Alright, so jumping into the next. So this is the baseline. You start off with US military research. Choose one, add depth charges to hand or add expanded research to hand. So you basically have a choice on every level of research. You're going to choose either to exit the research at this level if you want to. You could jump out and you get depth charges right away. Gain an extra credit slot. Your HQ gains smokescreen until your next turn. Not the best thing to do probably if you got research. Probably want to hang on to it. So what you do is you then choose to go to expanded US research. So instead of jumping out, you just go straight up here. Then this card will get added to your hand, and this will cost 6 credits to play. And so when you're ready to play that 6 credit one, you play it, and again, you're going to be given the choice. You could either add a pressurized cabin, which gives you a B-29 super fortress, and high altitude bombing. So you get both of those cards added to your hand. Or you could continue the research chain up into advanced US research, and this 9K card will be added to your hand. Notice so far when you've exited out early, it's a 0K card you get, so you could actually do that benefit right away. So here you'll see the 9K here now, advanced US research. It lets you add penicillin to your hand or add a Manhattan Project to your hand. So again, you could jump out and grab penicillin, or you can go ahead and continue up the chain, and basically you'd be finishing the master research, I guess you can call it. You get the Manhattan Project in your hand. That's the end of the chain, and this does 10 damage to all enemies, including HQ. This costs 12. So you can see, to get to the top of the research, you do got to plan it out a little bit, because you are sacrificing a bit of tempo in your game to be able to do it, and because the cost is going to be 3 plus 6 plus 9 plus 12, which I think is 30 credits. Yeah, that's 30 credits total just to play Manhattan Projects. And when you add the Manhattan Project to your hand, you get 2 of them. So you actually can do 2 turns in a row after you get this. You could deal 20 damage to HQ. So if they don't have an answer, you basically are 2 turns lethal with Manhattan Project. It's a pretty strong card, but not easy to get to. I've been playing it in a ramp deck, which I'll show you right now. Here's my game that I played versus Ollie. Totally random matchup. This was not set up. I just crashed into him on ladder doing a game, and I was just doing a video with Manhattan Project to test it. And so as you can see, fortunately I did get the Manhattan Project off my Mully here. So we're going to get to see how this plays out. The goal of my deck, I put the deck code below so you can see the deck code for whatever. I mean, I don't have all the cards yet. This was just from the pre-release packs of what I had. So I kind of mashed up my old ramp deck with some of the new Breakthrough cards so that I could do this Manhattan Project and ramp style. So you see, we'll just be playing this out. This is Ollie, so you know he's going commando. I mean, he's playing commando. I don't know if he's going commando, but he's playing the commando deck. So you can see, like, it's not fully as easy as you want to get the research out, and you want to get it out there and start building it up, but you do need tempo as well. So you got to play out units here and just try to keep tempo moving. Now there is no way when you're in game to see what's to come in the next levels of research, so you really got to kind of remember what you want and what the options are if you're really going to be strategic about it. I mean, for the most part, you want to get the atom bombs going, the nuclear weapons, right? But if you do want to look for the super fortress or something else down the line, you just got to know where they are and what you need to do to get to them. The critical damage is a pretty cool card. Goes really well with commandos. It means every time a unit that got affected by it, that was on the board when he played it, every time they get damaged, they're pinned. So basically, when the commandos do their little ping damage, it's going to pin all of my units that were on the board at that time. So I'm still trying to find some tempo here to have a chance to actually play the research card. We're going to go war bonds and ramp up here. So he only has 3 cards in his hand, and so I'm really hoping that that war bond will help me get some tempo on the next turn with having higher credit level. Carpet bombing was nice here. That was really what I needed just to clear the board and then be able to jump into my research. No, I haven't gotten any ramp cards yet, which is frustrating because I'm really trying to ramp into the research so we could do more. Because I figured if you're ramping at this stage and you have the research in your hand, the opponent doesn't know you have the research in your hand. So if you're able to ramp up to a lot of credits, then you could get the research going a lot quicker and sort of take them by surprise maybe in 2 turns or 3 turns instead of the full 4 or 5 turns it might take to get all the way through if you were to do it right from early. Here we go, we finally launched the research, getting into the expanded US research. So now we need 6 credits to kick off the next level of research. So here he goes with the critical damage again, so everybody's going to get pinned. As the commandos ping him. And just double DFA to clear the board again. Just don't want. I'm thinking that maybe he has Rule Britannia or something at this point because he already played Commonwealth for card draw, so definitely don't want him to have units on the board that he can buff up. Alright, so good opportunity here to extend the research, so we jump into advanced US research. And we get the M4A1 down on the board. Put the M4A1 down because he survives Carpet Bomb. So I got the 2 tanks on there that if he does Carpet Bomb, I'll still have 2 units left. Good old Sexton, more pinning. Right, he's getting all of our units pinned, so kind of forcing our hand here and saying, all right, well, if I can't move my units or attack with them, let's go ahead and jump into the final stage of research, I guess. The Air Cobra's not pinned, so I think yeah, hit with the Air Cobra, play the 9 research here. Contemplating it. It's a big decision because, you know, you don't worry about tempo and stuff, but here we go. We got a double Manhattan project in our hand, 2 nuclear bombs ready to go. Pardon, my good fellow. Yes, we will be dropping the nukes on you if you don't surrender now. Britain comes in with a little carpet bomb. It's a cute little carpet bomb. We're just going to respond with nuclear destruction. And he's trying to buff them beyond the 10 health so that they survive the first nuclear bomb. He doesn't have enough credits, maybe not enough orders to do so. He knows what's coming. All you can do is sit back and watch. Put on your fancy glasses. Let's check this out. First nuclear bomb. Here we go. Boom. The flash. The animation graphics that is so cool. A little Semper Fi. Oh. So the plan here is basically one more Manhattan project followed up with 101st to ping the HQ for that last point of damage. Now I just got the Skytrain. The Skytrain with ramp is really good. If you get those things going early, you can get a lot of credits. And it really helps us get your research going later on. Boom. Brings them down to 1. He's hanging on by a string. So now I'm just hoping he doesn't have any heal. He plays a Crusader, and at first I thought it was a Honey. That would have been really annoying. But he plays the Crusader. And we're going to send in the Airborne after the nuclear weapons to finish it off. And we get a B-17. And there it is, the finale. Boom. And that's all there is to it. Deploy nuclear weapons on your enemy using the US research.